want to talk about sex.
Okay.
Because you mentioned it, and I've seen some of your videos. And again, the feminist movement was like, women should be able to have as many sexual partners as men. We shouldn't be called whores. We shouldn't be called sluts just because we can have sex just as much as men have sex and whatever. I don't know. What is your thoughts on that?
Well, I believe man and woman wired differently.
Yeah.
We walk differently, we breathe differently, we think about sex differently, we date differently, we work differently, we have different energy, different vibration, everything about us is different.
I try to tell my boyfriend sex for me is about connection, and he laughs his ass off. He's like, connection? No. It's much more about bonding.
Exactly, because for a man, sex is like having a dinner, going to sleep, and working out.
Yeah.
It's a need.
Like a need.
It's a need.
Weird.
But for us women, exactly. It's about connection. It's about bonding. It's about, and so how men view sex and how women view sex is completely different. Right. And if a woman is dating a man and she starts sleeping with him because he's horny and maybe she wants to, right? Yeah. She enters the relationship. It's a script, man's script, and how men view sex is like a porn. It's a physical, it's harsh. You start with having sex, when the intercourse is done and men came, the video ended. Yeah.
Right.
And a woman, when she's dating a man by his rules, by starting the relationship and having sex in the first stage of the relationship, when he's just hot about her, he doesn't care about her, because a man falls in love in 3 to 5 months until he gets to exclusive relationship. The more he conquers her, the more he invests energy, time, and the more he starts to appreciate her. So imagine a man who has a Ferrari. It took him time to really build his wealth. And now he finally bought his Ferrari. How he takes care of this Ferrari? It's not parked outside, it's in a garage. How he cleans the leather with the special fabric, with the special something, right? How he changes the oil, how much it takes to change the oil. He invested his energy, time, and money, has a special place for his Ferrari. And the same way with a woman. If he loves his woman, he invests more, the time, energy, and money, and then he values it because he finally, after 6 months, got her, and he could share to the whole world, I'm finally marrying this woman, or I'm getting engaged, because she was so not easy. Do you get it?
No, I do. I get it, but it's not what I was brought up to think. I was brought up I was born in 1996, and by the time I was a teenager and of age to start having sex or whatever was normal when I was in high school, most of the line of thinking around and in my community was, don't be afraid to be slut shamed, have as much sex as you want, and you can move from one to the other, and you can just kind of be the same like men are if you want. And that worked for me for a while. But I was very inside of myself, I was very harsh with myself on everything. Everything was productivity. I had to get my degree, I had to get a good job, I had to succeed, I had to make my own money. This is kind of how I was brought up to think about my life. I needed to provide for myself, and falling in love was not really a priority. Finding a man was not a priority. So I treated sex like it was like as if I was a man.
Like having a dinner. Because we brought up in a masculine world, and feminine energy been so suppressed for so long. And even though when we're talking about 50s or 60s, even though women were feminine, they were still suppressed because men would not value that femininity, a lot of men, and that's why women rebelled. And now I think where we should be heading. Have a formula for dating.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have a formula for dating, and if we're just sleeping around, women are still going to be judged.
Yeah.
No matter how much we are thinking we can be like a man will still think of a woman who sleeps around, she's a slut at the end of the day.
So we talked about how women have their unique gift. The early feminine has a gift.
Yes.
What is the masculine gift, and how does a man, if there are men listening to this, how would they find their masculine gift or step into their more masculine?
I would not even call it a gift, because boys are not born masculine.
Okay.
Men have to conquer things, overcome challenges, and that's when they become manly, masculine. Because now I see a lot of men who are like, oh, I don't like this job, I'll just quit. I don't like doing this, I'll just quit. And they're like, all of this is feminine traits. No, you have to go through the hardship in order to succeed. Because again, girls born feminine, and a family have to preserve her femininity.
So it really is more like a gift, like it came to her.
Yeah, when a woman is born, she's already closer to creator. The more she works, the more she tries to succeed, the more she degrades to masculine energy. Because let's say, for example, you achieve your goal. You made, let's say, $500,000 in 20 years. That was your goal. Do you think that will make you feel fulfilled?
No.
Absolutely not. If you had a goal to marry and have a family, and now you succeed, and you have a really warm, happy, connected family, how do you feel?
Hopefully good.
Fulfilled.
Yeah.
Because what a feminine woman at the core, she's all about connecting. She's all about the aura of happiness and energy and the flow, and not the goals and constantly achieving them, because the more she achieves the goals, the more she degrades to masculine energy. But for boys, they're born as they achieve. Somebody punched them, they went to karate, now they know how to punch back and become strong, which is missing right now in the Western Europe and America. He becomes stronger so he can defend. And the more he achieves things, he got fired from this job, now he got more education, now he makes more income, the more he feels higher self-esteem and confident that he now can provide, lead, and protect a family. And if he doesn't do that, he's just not, we call it in Russian, not chicken, not beef, something in between.